Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He's going to hand this off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He finds his man. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot him at the 24.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And the Mustangs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his...
They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
How about this defense? That is called bending but not breaking. Back-to-back sacks. What a great job of not giving in and giving up on this drive. Now they've got him to 4th down and goal.
Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They go with a direct snap. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And he knocks that one right through. And we're all tied up now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback keeps the football. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ponies. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to root this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Hands it off on the counter. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback still with the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is just a great job by the offense coordinator and the quarterback. Seeing a weakness from the defense, taking advantage of lack of numbers, using the design QB run, and putting 6 on the board.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Mustangs pick up enough for a 1st down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Mustangs looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution, and come up with 6.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Missouri. He'll stroll into the end zone. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel looking like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. SMU offense is back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. The ball is caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. Gives it to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. second down and goal. Here comes a handoff. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Fights through a tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass this time. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Ball carrier running through tackles. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll test the right side here. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they hand it off to the back. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field, trying to find room. It's Kaiser. Got space, looking to score. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed.
Touchdown, Missouri. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Running back has it on the screen now. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The Mustangs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take off here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
set up to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his target. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Running back with the football, running with purpose. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer from this offense. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's running out of time here. He'll throw it now. Oh, that one's picked off.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job